course, this is play review 2 for A Little Night musical. So, pre-play, the only advertisements I really saw were on a blackboard. I had to buy tickets for this one. When I bought the rest of the tickets, simple process. I just had to give them a little bit of information, and then they put me in their computer system, and I was on my way with my tickets. Finding my seats again was pretty easy. We walked in, we were in row D, and then like seat I think 115 or 116. So like we just walked in, we were right there on the left side, last seat in the aisle. Pretty easy to find. It was my first musical, so like my impressions were like pretty good going into it. When I walked into it, the um, the theater was a lot bigger in this play than it was in the first one. So, and like the set was a lot more elaborate and felt like like it just was more bigger and like had a better feel to it. Like when you walked in compared to the first, compared to the play. Uh, like I said, the set was really elaborate and beautiful, but I had a lot of things that like it was really hard to understand like where they were at. So, for example, in the second act, they like those like concrete seats. There's like four of them. They're sitting in the middle of the set. They were just like always there. So like they would be in the bedroom or whatever, but like because there was a bed there and stuff. But like those seats would still be there. So like it was kind of hard to understand where exactly they were. Like if there was a bed there, obviously you understood they were in the bedroom. But like besides that, there's just random like seats like that. I just thought they could do a better job with the how they designed the set some of the times. The costumes were very good and elaborate, like very beautiful. You could tell they took some time to really have the costumes relate to the time period and stuff. Like they just had a lot going for them. Like you can tell, like when some of the actors would take off like their costumes, or whatever, like would start to like lose clothing, like how many pieces of art, like how many articles of clothing they had to like take off. So just the costumes were very elaborate, along with like the hair. Like especially with Anne, her hair was just always like very curled and just put up and like just very. It was just very elaborate, very. Um, it took a lot of time. The acting I thought was really well done for the script they had. I thought the script was very um, predictable and didn't really have a whole lot to it. You could tell kind of the way the musical was going towards. By the time the second act had come around, you kind of understood what was going to happen. There was nothing that was too much of a shock that I was like, wow, I can't believe that happened. Like everything that happened, I kind of figured was going to happen. Lighting was very well. Like I thought that it would help really focus you since the stage was so big and so many things were going on it. It helped really focus you on what the director and everybody wanted you to focus on. So like there was parts where like some of the actors would still be on stage, just like on the side of it or something, but the lighting really helped like focus your attention on one particular part of the stage. And also like when the light would changes and stuff, like it definitely just set the different moods. For the post play, overall, my overall response is I wasn't really amused and entertained. There just wasn't a whole lot that could keep you intrigued and keep you focused in. The music was fantastic, though. Definitely liked the music. Definitely thought the story, like the way the actors portrayed the story and stuff, was really well. I just did not think that the storyline was super good. I just didn't think that they had a lot going for them in that aspect. Just I thought the script was just really hard for them to work with. The most memorable part I thought definitely was like when the maid, and I think it was the Miller's son, maybe. I think when they were like rolling around the hay or whatever, and like they kind of rolled underneath the curtain, like towards the audience or something. It just was, it was just was funny because it kind of like was a comic relief, and everybody started laughing and stuff. I liked the maid a lot. She was a good comic relief to the play in certain aspects. The message I kind of got was more of like a cheating or adulting kind of message. Like I felt like that was basically they were talking about the whole time when it was going back and forth with like how it was okay for like how this would relate to modern society was like how it would relate to like it's okay for men to like cheat stuff, but it's not so okay for women. Like how the count could have like a mistress and his wife, but like the mistress couldn't do anything. Like it was just like the count. It was acceptable for the count to have a mistress and stuff, but not for her. So that's all I got out of it.